Welcome to the Weekly Mantra Flow with Dr. Christine, a space where ancient wisdom meets modern life. I'm Dr. Christine, a transpersonal psychology coach, energy healer, and guide in conscious living. Each week, I'll share with you a guiding mantra inspired by the current energies, along with reflections and practical tools drawn from psychology, spirituality, and holistic wellness. Think of this as your weekly reset, a moment to pause, breathe, and realign with what truly matters. Each mantra is a guide, helping you navigate change, move through challenges with grace, embrace opportunities with courage, and stay connected to your inner compass. So take a deep breath, settle in, and let's step into this week's mantra. Welcome to the Weekly Mantra Flow with Dr. Christine. I'm Dr. Christine, and this is your sacred pause, a moment to reconnect with yourself, your breath, and the unfolding rhythms of the week ahead. The mantra guiding us from October 19th through October 26th is, I speak what is real, release what no longer serves, and step into my deeper power. Before we look into this week's energies, I invite you to take a deep breath to mark the arrival in this present moment. Okay, let's dive in. This week carries powerful energy. The sun transitions into Scorpio, and with it comes a deep invitation to move beyond the surface and enter the truth of who we are. Scorpio asks us to look into the hidden corners of our lives, the emotions we've tucked away, the patterns we've avoided, and the conversations we've postponed. It may feel like things are intensifying, but this intensity is not here to overwhelm us. It's here to reveal and to show us what is real. So the first line of our mantra becomes an anchor. I speak what is real. Let's ask ourselves, where am I being called to speak my truth more clearly? And from what foundation do I speak my truth? Is it coming from a place of fear, of the five-sensory personality that buys into the illusion of external power and is looking for external validation? Is there a place in my life where I've been silent, holding back out of fear, or waiting for the perfect moment? This week's energy supports us in finding our voice rooted in that place that comes from unconditional love and intuitive knowing that who we all are at our deepest core is spirit, wrapped up in personality. Let's bring this honest and loving voice into the light, even if it trembles at first. When we come from the multisensory, authentic power we spoke about in last week's episode, miracles happen naturally and blessings flow into our lives. But it's not always easy to find the courage to speak from that place. Now, as truth surfaces, so does the awareness of what no longer serves us. Old stories, outdated beliefs, even relationships or roles that we've outgrown. Scorpio energy is deeply transformative. It doesn't just polish the surface, it reshapes the foundation. And that's exactly what all of us are here for at this point in time. You might have heard that humanity is going through a huge awakening at the moment. It's a huge paradigm shift in consciousness. And it's also a quiet revolution because it happens at the deepest level of each soul having a human experience at this moment. The unique inner transformation of the individual is what is going to have the ripple effect of shifting consciousness on a massive scale. What exactly do I mean when I talk about this? It's a shift in consciousness in which we individually move from the fearful place of external power, validation, and separation toward the embodiment of authentic power and love, in which we understand that our experiences aren't so separate from one another. We all experience falling in love, as well as heartache at some point, grief and sadness, joy and laughter. We're all not that different in our experiences. And so we're invited to have more empathy and compassion for one another. The us versus them mindset is beckoning to be let go of, and instead we're asked to step into the truth, with a capital T, of who we all are at our core. Love, authentic, empowered. literally little gods and goddesses running around. So, as mentioned, this shift starts in many individuals at this time. And in time, it will also affect the masses, and that's what the energies of these next few weeks are outlining. So the second line of our mantra guides us into release. I release what no longer serves. As you breathe here, imagine exhaling what feels heavy, what has weighed down your spirit. With each breath out, trust that you're making space for something new, something aligned, something deeply authentic. And then we step into the final movement of this mantra. I step into my deeper power. This is not about force, control, or domination. It's about alignment. Real power comes when your words and your actions and your inner truth are in harmony. It comes from standing rooted in who we are and not who the world has asked us to be. This week invites us to embody that kind of power, the steady, clear, and soul-aligned presence that can weather any change and still remain true. Before we continue, I want to take a moment to share how you can go deeper in your own healing journey with me. In addition to this podcast, I offer one-on-one virtual sessions as a transpersonal psychology coach and energy healer, supporting you in navigating life transitions, deepening self-awareness, and reconnecting with your inner wisdom. For those called to energy work, I also lead Usui Tibetan Reiki workshops right here in the New York and New Jersey tri-state area. These are beautiful in-person gatherings where you'll receive Reiki attunements, learn how to channel energy healing, and cultivate practices you can use for a lifetime. If you'd like to learn more or join an upcoming workshop, visit itsdrchristine.com. I'd be honored to walk alongside you on your path. This week, I brought you a guided meditation as well as a yoga pose. I've also created YouTube videos with both the guided meditation as well as a short yoga practice. So head over to my YouTube channel, It's Dr. Christine, to view these videos. And don't forget to subscribe. Now, let's begin with the guided meditation. Find a comfortable seat or lie down, somewhere where you can be fully present. Allow your eyes to close and take a slow, deep breath in. And exhale gently. Let your shoulders soften. Let your jaw unclench. Let your body know it's safe to relax. Now imagine yourself standing before a doorway. This doorway glows with a soft light, the light of truth. It is the threshold of this week's energy, inviting you to step through with clarity and courage. Take a breath in and whisper inwardly, I speak what is real. As you step through the doorway, imagine a gentle breeze moving through you. This breeze carries away anything that no longer belongs. Old beliefs, heavy doubts, outdated stories. With each exhale, let them fall away. Breathe out and affirm, I release what no longer serves. Now you arrive in a vast inner space, a sanctuary. The ground beneath you feels strong and steady, like the roots of an ancient tree. Above you, the sky opens wide, filled with possibility. Feel a warmth rising in your chest, a quiet fire at your center. This is your deeper power, not a power that forces, but one that simply is. Strong, calm, loving, unwavering. Place your hand over your heart and affirm, I step into my deeper power. Stay here for a few breaths, feeling the truth in your voice, the lightness in your release, and the strength of your inner fire. When you're ready, gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Take one more deep, grounding breath and slowly open your eyes. This week, I invite you to practice the following yoga pose, Ustrasana, or camel pose. And here is why this pose fits the energies of this week perfectly. First, this pose opens the throat chakra. And as such, it supports the I speak what is real part of our mantra by opening the voice and expression. It also stretches the front body and heart space. It encourages the release of old emotional weight, opening into vulnerability. And it activates your solar plexus and sacral energy. It awakens our inner power, strength, and confidence. To practice this pose, come into a kneeling position, knees hip-width apart. Place your hands at your lower back, fingers pointing downward, supporting your spine. Inhale and lift through your chest. Let your heart rise upward. There's an option to keep the hands at your back or gently reach for your heels. Make sure you keep the neck long. Your gaze can lift slightly up if comfortable. Breathe into the openness of your heart and throat and silently affirm with each breath. I speak what is real. I release what no longer serves. I step into my deeper power. You can stay here for 3 to 5 breaths and then slowly come back up, resting in child's pose to integrate. If this mantra speaks to you, return to it daily this week, while journaling, in meditation, or simply as a quiet affirmation before sleep. If you would like more support, head over to my YouTube channel to listen to the guided meditation or practice the short yoga practice I put together for you. Whenever you need to and want to, this channel is there for you. And if you find music uplifting and affirming, just as I find it incredibly helpful, especially when the energies are heavy and transformative, check out the curated playlist on Spotify I created. It is the weekly mantra flow, soundscapes for the soul. Each week I add a new track on this playlist that matches the energies in either words, melody, rhythm, or all of it. And it also reminds us that when we listen to music, we're not alone. Because music is so beautiful. It transcends boundaries, borders, and language. It's truly a universal experience, just our human experiences. So this week I added Rufus the Soul, Inner Bloom. It's a long meditative track, perfect for dissolving what no longer serves. And if you'd like to journey deeper with me, subscribe to the Mantra Flow podcast with Dr. Christine. You can also find resources, offerings, and reflections on my website, itsdrchristine.com, and connect with me on Instagram at itsdrchristine. May this week bring you the lightness of release, the harmony of balance, and the power of a clear and steady voice. Until next time, take a breath, trust your unfolding, and let your mantra flow. Thank you for joining me for the weekly Mantra Flow with Dr. Christine. May this mantra guide you, anchor you, and remind you of your inner strength in the days ahead. Breathe it in, live it out, and I'll see you next week.